Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share these new court documents that have come out about Jared. SF Investigates posted these over on his Twitter. I know people feel a certain way about him, but we're here for this information. So this is a document about allowing Jared and his attorney to attend this court hearing virtually. Now, could this be to avoid any cameras being seen in person, things like that? Possibly. So we're going to get into what this has to say. If you don't know who SF Investigates is, he was a private investigator that went out to help in the search for Kiely Rodni, and he had some beef with Adventures with Purpose and how they handled things and filmed their documentary and such. So his Twitter post says, the court approved Jared's motion to appear remotely for his November 30th hearing. He will not be in the courtroom. He still needs to be booked on the charges before the November 30th hearing. I imagine he will be doing this soon to avoid being seen coming and going from the jail. Okay, so now we're going to get into the documents he shared. So this says Plaintiff, State of Utah, versus Jared Lesiek, respondent, and then it has civil number, Judge Larson. The court in the above entitled case, based upon the motion of the defendant, Jared Lesiek, to allow him and his attorney to appear at the hearing scheduled for November 30th, 2022 by WebEx, makes the following order. It is hereby ordered that the defendant and the defendant's attorney, Randall W. Richards, be allowed to appear by WebEx on the hearing November 30th at 10:30 a.m. Dated this 8th day of November 2022. And then this is another post that SF made. It says, Lesiek's attorney also filed a request for discovery. This means they are asking for copies of all evidence, including interviews, statements, police reports, etc. So they want all of the evidence that the state is in possession of. The motion is 7 pages long. This is only the first page. So we're going to look at this document as well. So we have the header, Randall W. Richards, which is Jared's attorney, in the 6th District Court, Manatee, of and for Stampede County, State of Utah. And then we have State of Utah Plaintiff versus Jared. Entry of appearance and request for discovery. If we go down, we have comes now Randall W. Richards, attorney at law, and hereby enters his appearance on behalf of defendant in the above captioned action. Please send copies of all documents or pleadings to the address listed above. Further, pursuant to Rule 16 of the Utah Rules of Criminal Procedure, the 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution, and then it has listed the Sections 7, 11, and 12, and as required by the established case law under, and then it's got all these listed. Prosecutor's duty to learn of any favorable evidence known to others acting on the government's behalf in the case, including the police. Defendant hereby moves the court to require plaintiff to promptly disclose to the defendant any and all statements. So they're requesting all of the evidence that the state has on this case. I wanted to share this with you too. I saw this over on Ikadmel's channel, but YouTuber Exploring with Nug is also a scuba diver, and he was friends with Jared and made a public statement live stream on his channel. If you want to go watch it, I'll link it down below. I'm just going to play a small clip from that.
The proof thing is where I'm like, the emails, that's all the proof I needed to be, convinced that this is not fabricated. And on top of that, somebody also said, well, these emails could be fabricated. Somebody could have wrote these. Jared couldn't have, he didn't write these, stuff like that. But Jared has already said that his official statement is the emails back and forth between him and his cousin. I got that text from him because I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I heard about what's going on. I want you to know, because this is before I knew anything and I thought he was my friend. So I told I sent him a text. I was like, hey, I heard what's going on, dude. I got your back if you need anything. That was me, my first reaction, because I thought maybe I had a friend getting railroaded. But that's me jumping the gun too fast before I knew what the hell was going on. And that was dumb on my part. But he did write back, very generic message saying, my official statement is what I wrote back and forth to my cousin. That's public on Reddit. So anybody could read it.
So we hear from him that Jared admits the emails were from him and that was his public statement. So far, we've heard from Doug. We saw that Josh resigned. maybe soon we will hear something from Nick, but it appears AWP is now falling apart. So just from the things I've been covering regarding this with Jared, especially over on my TikTok account, it appears that we need a little lesson and education about childhood SA. I have already posted one video about this over on my TikTok account, so you can go over and follow me over there. I will probably just repost my TikToks going over this onto YouTube. Since I'm in the process of moving right now, it's very, very difficult to make multiple videos for multiple different platforms, but this needs to be heard. And if you are a parent, I strongly encourage you to come back and watch these videos.